It was one of the biggest moments of my career. The noise was deafening. The pressure was heavy, and I missed. Action! Wow, that got my fingers. This is the lesson I want to teach you. Don't let failure be the end of the story. When people talk about my career, they usually go straight for the goals, the trophies, the big moments, the sports bar celebration. But I want to talk about something else, the bits that went wrong, the injuries, the penalties I missed, and the times that I was scared of failing. Failing is always painful, but failing in public, in front of millions of people, is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But trust me, I've been there more than once. There's a moment from Euros 2025 that everyone always asks me about, when I took the penalty in the match to take us to the final. But the one thing I always think about is the moment just before it went in. I missed, and we nearly had to go home. It was one of the biggest moments of my career. The noise was deafening, the pressure was heavy, and I missed. And if I'd let that disappointment take over, it would have literally been game over. But I didn't give myself the time to think or panic. Instead, I reacted in a positive way. I trusted myself. I went for the rebound, and it went in. I remember choosing not to let the failure be the end of the story. I haven't always been confident. When I was younger, I was so scared of penalties. Jelly legs in the walk up to taking it. I could not take them. When I was 15, I missed a penalty that would have taken us to a World Cup. I remember how terrified I was walking up to take it. After that moment, my brother took me to the cages and we practiced, and we practiced, and we practiced some more. And after that, I still missed in huge matches. But the more I practiced, the more I started backing myself. I was less scared to take that penalty. I had a routine. I prepared myself. I prepared myself to score, not to miss. I went from thinking, I can't wait for this to be over, to wanting to be the last penalty taker, to win the match. Growing up as a girl, playing with the boys in London, we were often told not to make a fuss. We had to stay calm and suppress our feelings so we don't look too emotional. But that's not how confidence works. Confidence isn't about being perfect or staying cool. It's about letting yourself be seen when things are messy. When I did my ACL in 2021, I had days that I was terrified I'd never be back on the pitch again. I couldn't hide that. The physical recovery was hard, but the emotional work and allowing myself to feel that fear was harder. And then when I wasn't getting minutes, I wasn't playing, I felt like I was losing who I was. I was scared that if I wasn't on the pitch, I'd lose my spot with England too. Speaking up about my frustration, my fears on social media, it was daunting. As humans, we're encouraged not to say, I'm struggling, but saying it out loud was me taking the power back. It's a reminder that your voice is powerful, even when it's shaky, especially when it's shaky. It's powerful. One thing I really want to say is, I actually hate the word failure. Failing in public, or even just admitting you're having a hard time, doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're in the game. And don't be afraid to learn in public. It's scary. Your cheeks will burn, your legs will turn to jelly when things go wrong, but stay in it. Don't disappear or shrink into yourself just to make other people feel comfortable. Instead, sit with that feeling and then get back up and go again, because the magic doesn't happen when everything goes perfectly. It happens in that brave moment when you back yourself after it goes wrong. Then we can celebrate in the big moments together.